Good morning. Welcome to your early morning intuitive guidance. I'm Dr. Bonnie Nussbaum, America's kick-ass coach and psychologist. Here are some words of wisdom for us today. And my nose is still pink from being outside. It was darn chilly, 30-something. So the card deck is actually the Virtues Reflection cards by the Virtues Project, which is 100 cards. And we had this recently, the cards, and the one that we pulled resonated so much for me that I actually put it in one of the clips on my desk for a while. Good morning, Bonnie. So I had this card sitting on my desk, and probably a week ago, I incorporated it back into the deck, pulling this deck today, and out of 100 cards, it's the same card. So again, when something shows up over and over and over, we need to pay attention. So perking up our intuitive ears today, our card is mercy. Mercy. So a couple of nice deep breaths just to settle in. Let your shoulders drop. Mine are sore from hauling boxes yesterday. My little neck pillow that you warm up in the microwave was so good. Good morning, Joe. Welcome. We are doing mercy today. So just settling in, opening up our intuitive ears, opening up our heart space, and just receiving what part of this message is meant for you today. Mercy is blessing others with our compassion and forgiveness. We are touched by their suffering and want to help. Justice is giving people what they deserve. Mercy is giving them more. That was the two lines that chimed for me the last time we got this card recently. Justice is giving people what they deserve. Mercy is giving them more. We are merciful when we give of ourselves and give to others a fresh chance after an offense or mistake. Nothing inspires hope so much as a clean slate. Good morning, Deb. Glad you are here. Our card for today is mercy. When we have the humility to remember the countless mercies we receive throughout life, we find it in our hearts to show mercy to others. How many times have there been things that people have forgiven you for, or someone allowed something to slide that, you were very grateful that they didn't take you to task on it? Good morning, Carolyn. Welcome, welcome. We're doing mercy today. We can pay that forward. We can be merciful with others, all right? We offer the gift of our tenderness. I like that. So the quote is from William Shakespeare from The Merchant of Venice. The quality of mercy is not strained. It droppeth like the gentle rain from heaven. Upon the place beneath, it is twice blessed. It blesseth him who gives and him that takes. So everyone benefits when we show mercy, when we forgive. So here are the I statements for the practice of mercy. And maybe pick one of these I statements to make a mantra for today and see where it's applicable throughout your day. I'm compassionate and forgiving. My heart is moved by the suffering of others. I overlook mistakes. I give others and myself the chance to start over. I am thankful for the divine mercies I have been shown. I treat others tenderly. I like that one. I treat others tenderly. I am thankful for the gift of mercy. It makes my life a blessing. And again, in this overwrought, fraught environment in which we live at this point in time, if more people were practicing mercy, I think a whole lot of things would turn around. I think a whole lot of things would be less unpleasant and less strained and less polarized were we to practice mercy. One little thing that I think is a good practice with regard to mercy is when someone else screws something up, okay? Whether it's they say a word wrong, or they misstep on something, or they kind of step on your toes unwittingly, and you know it was unintended. Show them some mercy. You don't have to point out that someone said a word wrong. Let it be. Let it be. One of the things that I recently read that I thought made total sense to me is oftentimes when someone says a word wrong, it's because they learned that word by reading it. And when they then pronounce it, it comes across in that way of how they processed it. So I can think of one from my history. I'm not sure. I might have been in middle school, maybe late grade school, but the word was counselor, and it was a story about a kids camp, and I'd never seen the word counselor before, so in my mind it processed as concealer, and so I said it wrong, and someone corrected me, and it felt kind of shaming, like they were being, I know this word and you don't. We don't need to do that. We can allow it to just be. If correction feels like it's important, then do it privately. Do it privately. Hey, can I talk to you for a minute? That word's really, the way it's really said is counselor. Oh, okay. Much easier to hear that one-on-one than in front of a group, right? And Carolyn is saying, I love the idea of sharing our tenderness. Yes. And Deb likes that idea. So let's practice tenderness today. The more of us who are doing that, being soft with people, and that's something, if you haven't read any of the Brene Brown books, please do, because they are so good. The gist of them is her research is in the area of shame. And she talks about keeping our front soft and our back strong so that we can weather the storm of life, but we're not shutting ourselves off to people. We're allowing that tender heart to show. Okay? So, and that may be however that comes across. For me, oftentimes it's in the form of tears. I cry at the dumbest things. A band playing, a parade, the school buses checking their lights in the morning, whatever. So just allowing that to be what it is, okay? So be tenderhearted. And again, I want to read these lines that to me are so important. Justice is giving people what they deserve. Mercy is giving them more. Giving them more. And with the word deserve, I always wonder, who gets to decide? Who gets to decide what someone deserves? It's kind of are we playing God with a little g there, right? Are we better off making sure our own doorstep is clean? Not fussing about our neighbor's doorstep not being clean. How am I doing? Yeah. Okay, so today I'd like you to practice mercy, tenderness. Let's see how that goes. If you want to tomorrow when we're on here, if you had some epiphanies with regard to tenderness and mercy, come back to today's and put it on there. Oh, Deb's a crier too. Fabulous. We'll just drip together. I always keep boxes of Kleenex all over the place because you never know. You never know when something's going to move my heart. So have a merciful day. We'll see you again tomorrow. Remember, you're capable of far more than you think you are. Bye-bye.